welcome back to my channel and into another grocery haul video. Disregard that. This week I'm still, remodeling my kitchen, so there's things around here that aren't completely done yet. Anyway, moving forward. I was just going to say, Walmart grocery haul. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. We love to have you as part of our family here on YouTube. For those of you guys who keep coming back, thank you so very much. It really does mean the world to us. I like seeing all your guys' comments, so do leave me comments down below. And we're gonna go ahead and get started because I spent $342 at Walmart. Okay, this week, if you guys watch my lunchbox videos, you guys know that we were finishing up using up all the fragments and the things that were left over from the last stock up pantry haul and refrigerator haul. So it's time for me to stock up on like all the lunchbox supplies, all the little snacks and things. I do have my dinners planned out for this week and it's in here as well, but there are some things that I needed to get. With that being said, I did spend $342. However, like $70 of that were some Christmas presents. So there's that, if that makes any sense to you guys. I'm not going to show that here because the presents are for one of my kids who's like in the other room back there. So I'm not going to show that, but just know that it's not all technically groceries. I did buy 2 Christmas presents. That was about $70. Anyway, so this week we are stocking up our pantry and our lunchbox supplies, and the reason why I have just a little bit more than I normally do is because I know that we're getting close to Christmas break, so I wanted to go ahead and stock up now, and these things here should last us through Christmas break. We have about 2 weeks until Christmas break, so that's gonna stock us up until after that, and then I'll end up probably having to do a big stock up pantry grocery haul after Christmas break, because you guys know how it's gonna be after Christmas break. There's gonna be nothing in my house. So anyway, we're gonna turn you guys around and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so it looks like a lot. Okay, well, it is a lot, but I'm gonna start over here on the top of my island over here. I did get a root beer and I did get just one of these this week, and the reason why, I normally get 3 a week, but this one was the only flavor they had there, and I didn't want to just get like all 3 of them, so I just picked up the one, and I'm sure we'll end up back in the store at some point throughout the week, and if they have the other flavors available, then I will go ahead and pick up 2 more. If not, your kids are drinking water, okay? I do have some Powerade, and I do have a couple of these left on hand from this past week, but normally I end up probably with half of one of these left over. This week I did not, and that's just due to we've had guests in and out of our house and they've been drinking them as well. And also not pictured here is the very big 48 pack of water, which is still in my car. I didn't bring that in either, as well as the Christmas presents are out there in the car still too. But everything else is pictured, are going to be on the table here. Root beer, body armor, cat litter, and then it's time for us to replace our cat boxes. I tend to do that. I know it's kind of wasteful to do it this way, but probably about every 6 months or so I switch my cat boxes out. I have 2 of them. I have 3 cats in the house. Well, they kind of come in and out. We live out in the middle of the country. We have them, up to date on their shots. They take flea and tick medicine, heart medicine. So they come in and out of our house so far, no problems. But I did get the cat litter and the cat boxes. I know this is a plastic container that we're kind of just wasting, but what we do with them is we wash them out, and then we use these for like outside work holders. So like, for example, the last time I did this, I used this for like the small little garden tools that I used in my garden. Bits and pieces and bobs. We don't throw them away. We do end up using them, but every once in a while I just feel like they need to be switched out for sanitary purposes and for the cat's well-being. But we do wash them out, bleach them, and then we use them elsewhere. But I do like to change them out every so often. And then sometimes, you know, I'll end up using the ones that I have bleached later on, but we'll see. It was time for me to switch these out, so I did. Okay, so we are going to, I don't know where to start, y'all. Okay, we're just gonna start back here. So I think I do have a thing of ketchup or two in my pantry, but you guys know that the ketchup is the most wanted commodity in my household. So every time I go do a grocery haul, generally every time, or at least every other time, I do buy the ketchup. I buy a bottle of ketchup because if I run out of ketchup in my house, y'all, it's like the world is coming to an end. The same thing with the ranch. I prefer to get the smaller bottles just because they fit in my refrigerator door better. But they didn't have any, so I went ahead and picked up this big bottle, and we'll just have to make do. I may end up, I'm not sure how I'll do that. If it doesn't fit, it'll just have to sit in the back for all we'll just have to deal with it this time because they didn't have any of the smaller ones, and I'm pretty sure I have another bottle of that ranch on hand as well. But like I said, these two, it's no bueno if we run out. No bueno. Okay. Down here we got a bag of popcorn chicken, and the reason why is because we will be having KFC bowls probably tomorrow night for dinner. Today is Saturday when I'm filming it, and we will have that. Jack requested to have a KFC bowl, so I will be making that at some time this week. And then, well, I would say like a knockoff version of the KFC bowl, but I kind of think mine's better. It tastes better. Plus, I have a kid that doesn't like the mashed potatoes. His name is Liam, by the way, the smallest one. So what I do is I make him gravy on the side, and then he eats it better that way. He will eat it that way, not eats it better. But we have a 5-pound bag of tater tots because we are also going to be having tater tot casserole this week as well. So I went ahead and picked up the big box of that. And then if you guys are new here, we are a family of 5. I'm the only girl in the family, so the 4 other people in my family are boys, and they're growing boys. So like we need a lot of things to feed 3 growing boys. And sometimes my mom too is in here and out of here, just depending on what she's got going on in her life at the time. So sometimes we're a family of 6, sometimes I shop for a family of 5, it just depends. Most of the time it's at least a family of 5. So I got the big pack of Hot Pockets for, you know, quick, easy lunches. All the boys in my family, except for Liam, the small one, will eat those for lunch. Or if it's 10 o'clock at night and dinner's done and they want a snack on the weekend before they go to bed, then they'll eat one of these. If the kids have friends over, they eat one of these. I can buy 2 boxes, 3 boxes of this, put a couple in my deep freeze, and it's like those Walmart hamburgers. They just never stay in my freezer. I can never keep enough of these on hand for my kids. And my kids' friends, by the way, our house is pretty much an open house. So when people come over to our house, and people come over, my kids' friends come over all the time. They're in and out. I don't say, no, you can't have a Hot Pocket. You know what I'm saying? What's in my house is free for everybody who comes into the house, and that's just the way I roll. So I got 3 cans of corn. I do believe at Thanksgiving that I used up the rest of the corn that was in my pantry. So I'm going to be moving some of my pantry, redoing my pantry a little bit. And so I'm trying not to say completely stocked on the things that I normally would stay stocked on, because I'm going to be doing some rearranging in my pantry and having like my cans in another section and whatnot. So when I get that all set up, I will of course take you guys along. I know a lot of people watch my you know, my pantry restocks and my fridge restocks videos. And I'm going to be redoing that pantry, so I didn't want to go overboard. But I did need a can of corn for the KFC bowls, so because I knew I didn't have any more on hand, I went ahead and picked up 2 big cans. 1 big can is enough to do for my family usually. Like, even if we have it as a side, 1 big can will be sufficient for my family. I got some apples down here, which are really good. Liam loves these. Somebody in my lunchbox videos, if you guys watch this, this is how I keep my apples from turning brown. I always put apples in Liam's lunchbox a lot because that's what he likes the best. The apples and berries, but it's winter time, so berries are not going to be good this time of the year in my area, so he will be getting apples quite a lot. But I buy them pre-cut and pre-lemon juiced. So in the back of these, if you're curious on how they don't turn brown, I'm going to read you the ingredients. It's apples, calcium ascorbate, and that is actually in our bodies all the time, I believe. And then it says a blend of calcium, vitamin C to maintain freshness and color. So basically what they're telling you is that they're using some form of calcium, which is probably this calcium ascorbate, and then of course vitamin C, which has to be another form like lemons or orange juice, you know, something with vitamin C on it to keep it from getting green. But for those of you guys wondering how I keep my apples fresh and not turning brown, that's how, because I buy them pre-sliced like that. And it's just a convenience factor. I could do it myself, but I'm just not going to. I ain't got time for that usually. So this is the way we roll, and this is the way we do it. So there's that. I got some Capri Sun Strawberry Kiwi. These are the Mario Golf Super Rush ones. I don't normally buy Capri Suns or juice box things like this in general. I usually prefer the things that are, you know, mostly juice. But this Walmart shelves were kind of bare today, so I didn't get to really pick what I wanted to. So we'll go with these. And I also still have some like sugar-free Powerades and stuff on hand as well that we'll use up too. Got some milk. And my little sweet baby Liam, he's not a baby, he's 8, guys. But my youngest one loves chocolate milk, so I got some chocolate syrup so he can make chocolate milk. And then we're going to try out some plums. He asked me the other day if he could try a plum. And my oldest son really loves plums too, so I figured, why not? I'll get some, see if he likes it, put it in his lunchbox, and we'll go from there. We got some French onion dip. It's the weekend, so I did get kind of some snacky stuff to last us through the weekend. Some French onion dip. I got some Doritos, things like that. We'll get to it as we get to it. So the French onion dip, we got a thing of butter because I needed it. This is a head of cabbage. And it is for another dinner that we're going to have. We haven't had cabbage and kielbasa and potatoes in a while, so that's one of my favorite meals. A lot of times I make it with Polish sausage or kielbasa, cabbage, potatoes, or sometimes I make it with potatoes, green beans, and kielbasa. It just depends on how I'm feeling, and I'm feeling like we need the cabbage, so that is what we're doing. I went ahead and picked up this box of Slim Jims. There's 26 in here. Again, this is going in the pantry. I haven't gotten these in a while for the pantry, so I figured I'd get them. I already said the butter. We have some cinnamon swirl bagels here. I picked up some of these little Alfredo broccoli pasta thingamajigs. I figured if anything else I could make these and take them to work. But my middle child, Jack, he tends to like these kinds of things. So I got 2 of the Alfredo and broccoli, and I got 2 of the cheddar and broccoli. So there's that. We are also, by request, having hot dogs and macaroni and cheese. I do have something that I have to do this week after work. So this is something that my husband can throw. It's something my husband can throw together because I won't be here to cook dinner. So that's why they're having that. I got the big box of 20 packs of Cheez-Its for the pantry. We got barbecue chips. We got Dorito chips. We got some oatmeal cream pies. And then we got the Big Squeeze, the Go-Go Big Squeeze applesauce pouches for Liam's lunch and, you know, anybody who wants one. But it's for the pantry for lunch boxes generally, but if, you know, one of the other kids wants one, they could by all means have it. We have original potato chips to go with that French onion dip. And we got my husband's drink mixes. We got 2 things of cream cheese. 1 thing of cream cheese is for the bagels, and 1 thing of cream cheese will be for the Doritos. If you are new here, my people, as in my family, I grew up eating Doritos and dipping them into cream cheese, and so this is the reason why you always see, if there's Doritos on my table, y'all, if there's Doritos in my house, there's cream cheese in my house, because they go together in our life. I got this little pack of pre-cut cookies, sugar cookies, and the reason why is because our friend Chip Max, aka the elf on the shelf, is here, and I needed some things for Chip Max to do. So I got these. We got some Lion King yogurt cups. There's 8 in this pack. Cotton candy, wild berry. We also got the Danimals, because if you guys have been around here, you know Danimals, string cheese, and other thing, I guess that's it. Those are really the 2 big ones that we always have, is the Danimals and the string cheese. The Uncrustables, they're also life. I got the big box of Uncrustables as well. I've not seen these, but we're gonna go ahead and give them a try. And there's that. Also, this was on Fetch Rewards. So if you guys don't know what Fetch is, I'll leave my Fetch code down in the description box down there, in the whatever you want to call that, show notes, description box. I've heard people say it all the ways, but it gives you like cash back on the things that you buy, and this was on Fetch Rewards, and so, you know, they're like little mini Pop-Tart things, so I figured we would give those a try, plus I'll get money back on that. And what it does is you earn like points towards gift cards, like any kind of gift card you can imagine. So the Uncrustables, we got my favorite, which is Life down here. Anything that is candy cane or peppermint bark or anything like that is my jam at this time of the year, so I went ahead and picked these up. I prefer the peppermint bark over anything. However, I didn't see it, so I seen these and I figured we'll eat them. And then we got some little Christmas circus animal cookies for lunch boxes. We got the Christmas fruit snacks for school. And then another treat from the guy himself. Okay, we got this box of cereal. He's coming, he's here. We're living our best Chip Max life. These will not go in my pantry. These are gonna go to Liam's class. They have a power snack time at school, and we always send a snack, but a lot of times Liam says that there's kids that either forget their snacks or their parents just don't send them snacks, probably because they can't afford to, or whatever the case may be. So anyway, his teacher always says that this is the favorite of all the kids, is the Scooby-Doo snacks. So these are going to go to school to help out her in her classroom. I'm one of those big people who, if the teacher needs something, I'm in it to win it. They send home like the sign-up list for, you know, whatever, like for Christmas parties and stuff like that. Can you bring this? Can you bring that? And I always just write on there, I will bring whatever everybody else doesn't bring, or what doesn't get taken, or whatever the case may be. I am always the one that just, you tell me what you need and I will get it for you. We got some red potatoes, because the red potatoes go with the cabbage and kielbasa. So we have that and that, right? We got the big pack of string cheese. We got the dog snacks. Now I have really big dogs, but they like these mini marrow bones, probably the best out of everything. So I just got the pack. Normally I get the big giant pack that costs like 20 bucks, so I don't have to buy them all the time, but they didn't have them. So I settled for this one. We got the Nutty Buddy bars down there, the big box. Everybody in my house likes the Nutty Buddy bars. We got the trifecta of the cookies for lunch boxes. We have the, these are my favorite. I eat these all the time. I like real cheese. I don't like that fake cheese, okay? That processed single sliced stuff, I don't like it. We got some Pringles back here for snacking purposes. We got the cheddar cheese. We have the, what is this? The cheddar and sour cream. Those are pretty good, actually. And then we got the original, which is what my husband likes. The original. Alright, we got the big box of Pop-Tarts. My kids eat these. My husband eats that. My two youngest kids will eat the, well, my husband will eat these too, but he prefers these. So my oldest son and my husband usually eats these, and my younger two eats those. And it just makes sense for me to buy the big old box. This box is like 10 bucks, but when you have 4 people eating Pop-Tarts on and off throughout, you know, weeks time frame, they don't eat them every day, you know, maybe a couple times a week or so, but even still, I have 4 people eating them, and this should last a couple weeks, 3 weeks or so, 2 weeks, whatever. I got the smoked sausage. This is what I prefer. Sometimes when I'm having cabbage, this is what I prefer. If I'm having green beans and potatoes, I like kielbasa the better. It gives the green beans a little bit better flavor. We got the classic dogs down here. Now, we used to get the all beef franks, and this is an all beef frank, but it's not like the ones I used to get. I got a pound of ground beef for the tater tot casserole because we'll need that. I'm getting ready to buy half of a cow, so I'm not stocking up on meats. That's why you see me not stocking up on meats as much, because my cow is being butchered. So there's that, and we are going to, I'm buying half of a cow. We go in, me and another person in our family, / my husband's family, go in on a cow, and we buy half the cow, and they buy half the cow. You see how that works? Because I could, one whole cow would probably last me 2 years. So there's that. We got the regular Idaho, our russets, because we use these for the mashed potatoes. So we needed those. For the KFC bowls, Liam asked me for orange juice, so I kindly obliged. We got the thick and creamy macaroni and cheese. I do have some of this on hand, but I don't like to run out of it because sometimes Liam can be a picky eater, and if he eats nothing else, I know that he'll eat macaroni and cheese, and so that's why I never run out of macaroni and cheese. As a matter of fact, I usually have about 10 boxes in my pantry, but like I said earlier, we are getting ready to reorganize and redo the pantry, so I didn't want to go crazy, okay? We have fruit and grain bars. We also have the crackers. My son likes the cheese ones. My husband likes the peanut butter ones, so we got both. We got some of these command strips because I have these old school lights that I want to hang up, and I only got one strand of them because they're like the old glass light, you know, Christmas lights. The old glass bulb lights. So I needed some of those to hang those up with. We got some hand soap. We got some body wash. We got some more body wash. We got some of this, this is spray foam, insulating spray foam. My husband said he needed it. Do I know why? I have no idea. But he asked, and so I got it. We got the Big and Chewies right there. And then we also have the big box of Little Bite muffins, because this is another thing that my youngest son cannot live without, is the muffins. We got 2 bags of cereal. We got the Honey Grams. My oldest son is also a cereal eater, so him and my husband will have cereal every single night before bed, usually. So anyway, cereal's going by pretty quickly these days. When I get my pantry reorganized, I will probably stock these up, and this is just the kind that my other kids like, so I like to make sure there's both of them on hand. And then back here I just have 3 little stockings and a Santa hat. It is getting to be the last 2 weeks before Christmas break coming up, and we have exactly 2 weeks of themed days at school. This next coming up week is themed because it's homecoming for basketball. So when it's homecoming at the high school for basketball, all of the people participate, all the schools participate, and then the following week is Christmas week, or the week before Christmas, and so we will have themed Christmas things, and one of those things are hats. Like another day is a Grinch day, which I always paint Liam's face and all the whole 9 yards for that day, and all that. So anyway, this is $342 minus $70, so it's probably like $280, I would say. 280, something like that. Anyway, this is gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel. Now, the real work comes when I have to go and put all of this away, but I will also be filming tonight a refrigerator and pantry stock up video, how I organize these things into my pantry. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, stay tuned. It should be coming up the same week this video goes up, which by the time you guys see it, it'll be Monday. Today's Saturday. By the time you guys see it, it'll be Monday. So this stock up video should come out Friday. So there is that. Do enjoy. Have yourself a great weekend. And if nothing else, give yourself a little bit of grace even when you have to buy all of this stuff and put it away and then make another video and all of the things. And we will see you guys in the next video next time next week. Bye.